Hey guys, Ruckus Gaming here with one of the most powerful silent Shiv decks I have ever had. So let's jump straight into it. On turn 1 we already see a lot of the MVPs of the run. I've got the early Toxic Egg with Wrist Blade and Ninja Scroll, which means these blade dances are my main source of damage. I've also got quite a bit of draw in the form of some calculated gambles, backflips, things of that nature. On turn 2 we pull a couple more of the important pieces that really get this deck going. That Alchemize with my potion belt provided a lot of value throughout the whole run, and I actually had 2 terror pluses, so even in multi-enemy combats I was able to do quite a bit of damage with those Shivs. Kind of a shitty draw here on turn 3, but with this skill potion I am able to get one more big Shiv off and save a lot of HP going into Act 3. It was just that kind of run. You can see my Act 2 reward was Calling Bell, which I actually did the Calling Bell glitch on. Not really sure why, because I have a full Omamori, didn't even need to do it, but just kind of did it for fun anyway. I got the Dead Branch from the Calling Bell and then a Pen Nib from a shop, so lots of exhausting shenanigans, and then using those Shivs to very closely control Pen Nib so I can hold big attacks in my hand and wait until the perfect moment to do that double damage. One thing that is important to keep in mind when you're doing a Dead Branch run is that eventually your deck will be clogged with a lot of junk, so having effective draw and discard options is super important so that you're not stuck with hands full of cards that you can't use because you don't have energy, and you can't draw because you've got a full hand already. That was the only real speed bump here, but luckily I had several calculated gambles in the deck, so that it wasn't too much of a problem. I think the silent character has the easiest time with Dead Branch just because of things like calculated gamble and prepared that can get cards in and out of your hand very quickly. Alchemize was fantastic throughout the whole run. I basically had a full potion belt the entire time, and I was able to really make the most out of it. So when you have those alchemizes, make sure that you're actually playing them. If you can stall a fight in a hallway just a little bit longer to try and get that alchemize off, it's really helpful for those later fights when potions can be exactly what you need to get you just over the edge. Kind of a little bit funky turn there, but you can see what I was talking about with your hand filling up. Luckily, at this point, I'm not worried at all. Dekka's already dead, just doesn't even know it yet. I think this may be the highlight of the run. It's a one-turn kill, and I'll just let you watch how it plays out. Took that forethought to hopefully get something with Wrist Blade, but never needed it, and then all of a sudden it became the killing blow on Shield and Spear. Alright, so full disclosure here, this is actually my second time doing the heart combat. The first time I was not recording and then accidentally killed the heart to caltrop the damage before I could save and quit to record the fight. So I had to rerun the whole seed over again. The deck is exactly the same, however, you may notice that some of the potions up at the top are quite a bit different. I was using my potions a little bit differently during the run, but in the end there was no major difference on the final result. Also, you will notice during this battle that I am using my mods during this combat, but none of them change the actual gameplay. They are just quality of life mods. Getting the anchor right before the heart, as well as blur and panic button on the same turn right before the big heart attacks was so nice. After image was really helpful, especially with all of these shivs, meaning that I wasn't constantly draining the block I was generating. Made this fight really, really simple. Here I'm having that same problem with hands getting completely full, so I'm playing those defends even though they're not doing anything for me, just because I want to get more blade dances off, hopefully generate some cards that'll help me clear my hand or at least do more damage. And there you go, having a concentrate and an adrenaline is exactly what I needed. I've got major energy now. Playing that burst to double the adrenaline is going to help me churn out even more damage. Probably a mistake there not to clear out a little bit more of my hand with that forethought, but with cards like these coming out, I've got my prepared, calculated gamble. Didn't really need it, though it was all luck. One thing that I'm noticing watching these runs back is that I'm not doing a good enough job of checking my draw pile. I am getting incredibly lucky with these draws, but had it not worked out like this, it could have been a very different result. Finally got that first accuracy in play, so I'm really bumping up these shivs. Second accuracy from Blade Dance, generating cards with Dead Branch, and I think this is probably the first time I have ever damage capped a heart turn before. Very satisfying feeling. Thanks to the blur on panic button, I have zero things to worry about this turn. I've got a couple exhaustible cards in hand, and I'm just trying to keep using that Dead Branch to my advantage, looking for my main damage generating cards such as my accuracy to continue pumping up those big shivs, and hopefully finding some block answers for next turn. Going back and forth here, checking that damage for pen nib. Probably should not have played that choke. I should have trusted in the dead branch a little bit more. That malaise really would have helped out, but in the end, didn't really matter. As soon as I draw this hand, the first thing I'm thinking is burst that Blade Dance and end the fight. All I'm really trying to do now is clear out a little bit of hand space, so when I burst that Blade Dance, I'll actually be able to keep all of those shivs in hand. Right now I'm having an oh shit moment where I realize I have no more energy. My last shiv is not quite enough, but there you go, duplication pot coming to save the day, and the heart is dead. This is my highest heart kill on any character so far, while I've been rushing to push the Ascension levels up on all of the other characters after reaching A20 on Ironclad. I don't normally make a big deal out of going for the heart, but I could tell early on that this deck was something special. The relics were absolutely perfect, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to take down the heart. As a final note, I've got a new microphone coming on the way, and I hope to be doing some more full-length videos soon once I'm able to upgrade the audio quality of my setup. As always, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps me out a lot.